Hi guys, I am back already after just a few hours to do another volume 1 review. This one I'm really excited about. This book I pre-ordered this also about a month ago along with the No Guns Life, which is the last one that I did. And this is a different type of manga than I normally read. So I was really excited to get this and dig in. It is also a Viz book, and it's called The Way of the House Husband. This is a comedy, and it is about a former or possibly even current Yakuza, a really high-level Yakuza, who is known in his circle as the Immortal Dragon, who has a working wife and is a stay-at-home husband. So this entire book is each chapter is an episode in his day, and it just sort of shows him keeping house, preparing for his wife's birthday, making lunch, doing the shopping, all of the normal things that a house husband would do. But there are some funny little mishaps along the way. For one, his appearance gets him in all kinds of trouble. He's always getting stopped by the police because he looks suspicious. People run away from him and are scared of him. Former henchmen from the Yakuza sort of latch onto him and are following him around, which is inconvenient and awkward and really kind of cute and funny. So this book was fun for me. I don't know necessarily what the benefits of continuing it will be. It doesn't appear to be a continuing episodic story, meaning that it doesn't seem that they will take elements from this volume and carry on throughout. Rather, each chapter of this book, and there were about 9, was just a short episode. Now, there were reveals in the episodes. So something funny would happen. For instance, he's called on by a neighbor to babysit. And he and the child he's babysitting have a funny mishap and have to move on to solve this problem. Again, he, as a Yakuza, runs into issues running around with this kid who doesn't belong to him. It's all very cute and funny, but it's all detached. So while this is going to be a continuing series, I think it's more like something that you could think of back in the Sunday Funnies, where each chapter will just be an individual episode. Maybe slowly over time, we'll get to learn a little bit more about Tachan, the Immortal Dragon, and his story will be unleashed that way. But it seems more like it's just sort of a gag book, which is great. I don't read a lot of those, and this one was really well done. I really enjoyed the artwork. The artwork on the cover as well, I thought was really fun. This is what drew me to the book to begin with. I love this character design. You can totally tell that he's Yakuza, even though you can't see his tattoos or anything in this picture. It's just a really great sort of ideal representation for me. So I really loved the artwork. This, again, I've had so many of these recently, is a book that is created by the same artist and author. So the author's name is KOUSUKE Oono, and he or she is the writer and the artist. And I guess I might as well say it again, but you guys know that I love that because it really creates a cohesive vibe for the whole entire story. Everything is on the same wavelength because there's one person creating it. So the art really worked well for me. There's this dark sort of imagery when they sort of refer back to Tachan's Yakuza life. What I think is interesting about this book is that he doesn't necessarily, while he embraces his role as a house husband, he doesn't necessarily seem to be trying to escape his life as a Yakuza. So he's got one particular henchman that follows him around and ultimately decides that the way of the house husband is the way of the Yakuza. So he's going to stick by Tachan's side and be the best he can be by learning how to pack lunch for his wife every day, which is, I thought, pretty hilarious. And he, so while he doesn't seem to be participating in criminal activity necessarily, he still associates with some of the same people, and the structure of his life is the same. So he looks at everything as like, for instance, when he's babysitting, the boy that he's babysitting accidentally breaks one of his wife's collectibles, and he says, son, you know, sometimes the only solution is to bury it 6 feet under. So they take this broken action figure and dig a hole together and bury it, which is really silly and funny. So I really enjoyed this. For me, I'm not sure that it's one I will continue because I don't see it developing into a continuing story. Rather, it's just a series of amusing episodes. But there is a lot of benefit to having those things in your collection. It's the type of book that you could choose any volume, pick up at any spot, any chapter, have a 2 or 3 minute read and get a good laugh and have a lot of fun with. So I definitely recommend The Way of the House Husband if you're looking for a good quality, funny manga that has lots of fun references, lots of fun gang references. There's a lot of, you know, sort of commentary about what it means to be a stay-at-home husband or wife. And I think they deal with that in a really sort of comedic way. It's not very heavy, but it's interesting to look at the way that they approach the topic of being a stay-at-home, whether it's husband or wife. So I really enjoyed this book. I recommend it. You can get it right now on Amazon, and the second volume will be out in 2020. Thank you guys for watching. And I will be back soon because I have even more books with another volume 1 review. Thanks for watching. Bye.